Ooh, we would love to hear your cutoff stories. Absolutely.
Whoever has the best one wins something.
Airing next month on Bella's Uncensored. Best drunken cutoff story. Love it. Let's do that.
I love hearing all your stories.
But yeah, so we're actually about people being really safe, especially at the colleges where we're making sure there's no underage drinking. We're really checking IDs. We're just making sure that everybody is doing everything that they need to do.
You said you wanted to talk about that because you do a lot of college parties.
We do. So actually we've been doing some Drexel events, and let me tell you, these kids are so raunchy. We actually on the way here decided that we're going to look into getting condoms in bulk and selling them at our bar. Because we feel like these kids need safe sex in their lives. Because they're having sex, but I don't know if it's safe.
I don't remember what the statistics were when I would go to parties in Rutgers, but it was something like 2 out of 3 people have like an STD at Rutgers.
Yeah. So we're gonna start
now
selling condoms.
Like 3 out of 3.
Well, we're getting more hearts for the condoms, guys. Thank you. So we want our kids to be safe in that way, and we also want them to be safe in the way of how much they're drinking. So we actually have to monitor that. We have to watch and see what it is.
Isn't that hard though when there's a lot of people, or it's just more of like you don't know if they've had 10, but you can tell by the way that they're acting. It's more like that.
Exactly. Like if I have somebody come up to me and they're like, "Hey, I need another beer," you're not getting another beer.
Or you can do what I do. When I have friends that are really, really drunk and they're beyond that point, I'm like, "Hey, take a shot with me," and I literally give them a shot of water. I take one also, and I make the face, and then they go with it because they think that they're really having a shot of vodka.
Yep.
Like, and when they're
that drunk,
when they're that drunk and it works, then you're like, "Hey, you want to have another one?"
So we can't let them drink liquor at the colleges. So to get them to kind of ease back, we switch them.
So when they're really drunk, let them think they're drinking it, and it'll just be water.
Exactly.
So like, "Hey, you want some
exactly. Yep. We just put the cups down, and we do what you gotta do.
And that's awesome because I've actually, like I said back in the day, like a million years ago when I was at college, I used to go to these parties, and what they would do, they would make all the people that were, rushing? What's it called? Yeah, all the people that were rushing would have to take turns at the parties to be bartenders. And they were always so miserable doing it because they didn't want to do it. So, like, they could afford it, so why not get a bartender?
Oh, I love
because that's not like a rushing thing. It's just because they wanted to make sure that they had someone doing it. That's not like
and they used to have used to have to be a thing where they had to have their own sobers doing it, and they actually have to have some of the brothers and some of the sorority sisters. They have to be sober at these events as well to help watch out for their other fellow brothers and sisters. So they do help us.
It wasn't a sober thing. They had to stay sober until they worked it, and then when they were done, they could get drunk.
That's it. That's exactly the same
thing. So by the end, there'd be one sober bartender, and that was it.
That's it. So it's a ton of fun. So you said you don't know how to make a basic martini. So before we do this martini, let's talk about that.
Did you hear me
what
I was just saying? I don't know.
So vodka is her way to go. You can also use gin if you want to. All right, you're gonna do 2 ounces of your alcohol of choice via vodka or gin. And you're gonna do usually it's dashes. It's not like really like an ounce kind of mixed thing. It's like a feel for how many dashes of that vermouth that you're going to do.
What's a dash mean? It's like kind of a splash?
Like, so on the back of this, there's a way that you can kind of just make like a drop, so you can just kind of like drop it from the pour, so it's not really like a splash even. It's not a steady stream of this vermouth.
I don't know if they can, they can see that one. All right, good. They can see it.
Was I over here? Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm saying when you pour.
Vermouth. So that's, So, and then that's it. And so we don't, gin bruises. So we usually don't shake gin. The famous, bond line is gin shaken, not stirred. Because gin will get cloudy if you shake it with the ice.
Oh, so it just won't look good.
Yeah, it gets cloudy. No, actually, it changes the taste of the gin completely. Yeah, from its reaction with the ice and from shaking it, from the vigorousness of shaking it, it will actually change. So
weird.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's a little bartender knowledge.
Little scientific thing.
But now let's make chocolate. So we're starting with
I'm so excited!
2 ounces of Bailey's. I grabbed a little bottle. So this bottle, are you guys serious right now?
Alright, so
2 milliliters.
We're paying attention.
2 milliliters. I don't know how many ounces this is, so we're just going to count it out because I'm not going to fill these up completely.
Why?
Yeah, I agree with her on this one, even though I'm driving. Why?
You don't have to leave right away.
Okay.
You can, like, hang out.
So she wants us to use the entire bottle, but alright, we're going to do this.
Little bottle.
So it's supposed to be 2 ounces of Bailey's. 2 ounces of Bailey's,
Not
okay?
empty yet.
Not supposed to be yet. I'll make another round, guys. Goddamn. When we're off camera, okay?
Yeah,
and then we've got a quarter of an ounce. So it says, I don't know.
I want to read this 1 minute.
Now I know how chocolatey it is.
Is it really
It
chocolatey?
says it's really amazing.
Better than Godiva?
Yeah, it's kind of better than Godiva, guys. Guess it's fun.
And she was like, guess what? It's $15 cheaper, but
$15 cheaper. All right.
So, and the cool thing about this stuff, it's going to look really fancy. So if you're having an upcoming Bella party, which I know a couple of you watching might be, these are drinks that you can make at your parties, and your friends will be like, oh, wow, she really put out all the stops and must have put a lot of money into this, when in reality, you didn't really put that much in it. And it's
so Bailey's is a
easy.
little on the expensive side, but it's still amazing, and you can get bigger bottles of it pretty cheap.
But everyone might not want a chocolate martini. It can just be an option at the party.
Absolutely. And that's really cool why you need to have your bartender there, so then you don't have to make a big jug of this. You're not going to have it in a self-dispensing kind of thing. These should be personally made, and they should always be chilled
Yeah, you
very
can
well.
do a chocolate martini in bulk.
So this is going to be 1/4 ounce. Super easy, super fast.
Can I see it?
Yeah. And then we're going to do the vodka, which was giving me issues, but now it's not. Yeah.
I want to try it.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to put this over here. So we did that.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Nice, right?
We got Bailey's
I feel
vodka.
like we need more, though. So we're not following your recipe because I love chocolate.
More chocolate.
And that's the
And chocolate
that is
is
the
an
pleasure of being a
aphrodisiac.
bartender. You can change the recipe whenever the F you want. Ooh. The chocolate adds
Sorry,
some
you just got on
better.
her shoe.
Oh.
I thought this was a drink, not a shot.
Well, I didn't make it as like a big
All right,
drink.
and then if
Because
it
it's
was
for
a
three of us.
martini, you would garnish it with this cute.
Yeah.
How cool would that be if you put a Tootsie Roll in it?
We're going to make more of these for us and we can sip on these. And remember, if these are big.
Cheers.
Salud.
So, what was the last event you did?
Drexel.
For what?
Like just like the last big event you did.
The
Like,
last thing that
was it
we've
like a
done
birthday?
was with Drexel. Yeah.
Okay, so it was just like a college random.
Yeah, it was
At 9 o'clock in the
9
morning.
Mm.
So
I hate
they
them.
do this Erin Gobra. So Erin Gobra is like this huge pub crawl thing that lasts 3 weeks in Philly, and it started 2 weekends ago.
When's it end?
It ends
St.
Patty's
Patty's
Day.
Day.
I'm gonna. That sounds kind of Wait, do they not
It leans up
stop,
to
or
it.
is there times when
No,
they do it?
it's
only
all
the weekend.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
every weekend
Could you
for those
imagine if
3
someone
weekends.
did
Oh
it?
my god.
No,
Every
it's
day?
not every day. It's
I
not
was
throughout the
gonna
whole
say,
week,
that's
but
that's now on my bucket list.
it's every weekend. The 2 weekends before St. Patty's Day and then the weekend of St. Patty's Day. It is. It's pretty cool. So we were there the last 2 weekends, and it was from 9 in the morning till noon. They pre-gamed at the fraternity houses, and then after that, they went and all either Ubered, shuttled, took buses, and did these massive pub crawls.
Good.
Yes. Drive. No. No driving. Don't drink and drive. Super important,
exactly.
guys. So there's this thing, actually, it's called Angel Lift. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it on here, but you
How
can
do you
actually...
know that? From me, right?
A friend, I think, actually found me through you.
Okay.
And
I've
ended
never
up,
actually used him, but like.
I've never used him either.
I
but
love that.
I love the concept of Angel Lift because I've had some of our students.
If you type in Angel Lift, it should come up.
Yeah, it
because
should come up.
I like it.
Which is amazing. And they will actually make sure that you and your car make it home safe.
Yeah, so they're not like Uber. They don't pick you up. They come
to you.
They get dropped off by someone part of their company, and they drive your car to where you need to go, and then I think the car follows, because then the person has to then get back in the car.
Exactly.
So it's slightly, I almost did it once, but then someone ended up just picking me up, and I was like, I'll get my car later.
Yeah.
But it's slightly more expensive just because of the fact that they're getting your car home.
It's a shuttle service for you and your car.
Yeah, and there's a car following, but if you think about it, like, for example, on Sunday, I went out drinking. It was like a last-minute thing, and I left my car in Seabright. And then because it was in a tow zone, I was like, whatever, I'll worry about it in the morning. I had to get up at 7 a.m. after drinking all night and get to my car to make sure it didn't get towed. And that, for me, is an hour round trip. So Monday morning sucked because I had to do that. And in reality, I wish I thought of calling Angel Lift to get my car home because it might have cost me a little money, but at least I would have been able to sleep an extra 2 hours. So it's like a great concept. What do you think? I do.
I got you, huh? She's like, I'm going to suck it down dry, guys.
It was really good. And
Extra fudge.
it's really not their ingredients. I'm trying to think. Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake.
Is that the place that has it? They have the yin yang martinis where it's like vanilla and like white and dark chocolate.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know how they do that. It's literally split in one drink.
Mhm.
Can you do that?
No.
Probably, right?
I'm not that fancy. We're working on it though.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say,
working on
it's
becoming that fancy.
It's just a trick with a spoon that we're trying to master.
Absolutely.
So when you pour it.
Yeah, it's all about layering.
Yeah.
Okay.
So layering, and that goes into like molecular mixology, which we're.
I'm sure you could probably make one that tastes exactly the same.
Yeah,
just
it
look
just
as nice.
wouldn't look as cool as
Because
that.
then they even have like the chocolates in it. Oh, I can't.
That's awesome.
It's so good.
I'm gonna
So,
have to go there and try
One
that.
really cool thing, one really cool thing about
What do
this
you
too
with it?
is that if you guys are having an event or a party at like a restaurant or something, and it is a place where you can do BYOB, you can actually also bring your own bartender as well. So we bring a
And
small.
since they don't have a bar,
Yeah, we
you
have
could bring a little bar and make it
yeah,
seem
we have a
fancier.
small 3-foot bar that you can get us to bring with us, and then you will be able.
People are having private conversations.
Oh, what? People are having conversations.
All right.
So yeah, so we'll bring that with us.
That's all right.
Low battery, no.
We'll be fine. So far this is my favorite. The Sex on the Beach was good, and
Yeah.
it wasn't like gross at all. Like I just took it in a couple sips because I wanted to enjoy it, but that was really good. But of course, this is my favorite. This
Absolutely.
is like my favorite drink.
And then our last one, hopefully we'll get to it before the phone dies.
We should be fine. It was at 40% when we started, so
True.
we're still halfway.
All right, cool. So, and what time are we on till? We're gonna do
Whatever.
Let's do till 8:30. So we'll do another 15 minutes. Do you have anything that
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
want to
just
get in there
mention
for Bella's?
something real quick. So I'm doing an online bingo.
Oh, it's online.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it for the first
Oh,
time.
yeah, nice.
Stephanie introduced me to it, so
Oh,
I'm gonna
awesome.
post that also. It's free to play. And basically I have a site for it, like it's a page. And what you're gonna do, I'll post it on here and you can go on it. You have to pick 5 numbers, and then on Friday I'm gonna call the item and the number that correlates with it. So like, if I pick 29, I'm gonna also say it's the prostate locator. So you know, you guys get familiar with some of our products. And then you have to just pick 5 numbers, and then when your 5 numbers, I'm gonna write it down to make sure no one cheats. When your 5 numbers come up, whoever's the first couple people, I haven't decided if I'm gonna do like 3 or like 5 winners.
So it's kind of like a lottery, or?
Kind of. So like we're calling it bingo because we're not gonna actually have lines
Yeah.
to like actually do bingo, but since bingo is 5 numbers, we're just calling it a bingo.
Okay.
So instead of someone like just yelling I won, they're gonna say bingo
Nice.
when their 5 numbers are called, or 5 items, and they're gonna win something. And I wanted to do this because I know some of you were saying that you were busy Saturday, April 14th for our in-person bingo. So I was like, I'm gonna do a small online bingo before. I'm gonna also post this in the newsfeed. It is Saturday, April 14th from 7 to 11. It is in Oakhurst, which is Ocean Township, and it's only $20, and it includes 2 drink tickets, 10 bingo cards, and a door prize ticket.
That's
We're
great.
gonna do a tricky tray.
What's that? What is that? I've been
So
seeing
it's
that
like
all over. Oh my
Tricky
God.
tray is also
Stop
like
it.
a Chinese auction. I always say silent auction, but a silent auction is when you like something's $5 and you bid 6, 7. A tricky tray is when you throw your ticket in the basket and then they pick one.
Okay.
So
I just always thought that was a Chinese auction.
Yeah.
So it is, but like some people know of it as tricky tray.
So are
so, like,
is it like faux pas now to call it a Chinese auction?
I don't even know. I say both. I put tricky tray / silent auction, or
If I knew what that was, then I would use that, but I
so
never
it's a
knew
Chinese,
what it was.
and I don't even know why it's called a Chinese auction, but that's
I
what
don't
it is. Like
either.
when you buy so many tickets, you get to throw them in.
Yes.
Whichever ticket's picked, that's
Yes.
the winner. So we're gonna have
Love those. I love
15
those.
vendors. They're all donating prizes to make the Chinese tricky
Oh,
tray
do you want to have a
auction.
basket there?
And then Bella's is gonna put together a couple sex toy baskets, and it's gonna be fun. The last one we did in December, we had a stripper. I'm undecided if I'm gonna have a stripper yet. It might be a last minute surprise because.
Are you pre-selling tickets for that?
Yes, we are pre-selling them. They're on sale now. We've sold about like a dozen so far, and I'm
Ooh.
thinking we have to cap it at like 50, 60 because the room isn't huge like the other ones. So, yeah, you want to get your ticket now. And for $20, getting your 2 drink tickets, which is included, you're pretty much almost
Yeah, when you go
getting
to a
your money
bar, yeah, I'm telling you, when you go to a bar, like, they can charge you $12 to $15 per drink, which is crazy. So, you guys doing your BYOB parties and having us come as your lovely bartenders